Hello everyone, my name is David Duran, aka Liv, that's what they call me. Check out my website, livbettanyc.com, livbetta.com. You can see all my deals on there, anything about real estate. You know, I have things about educating you about real estate on my website. If you want to rent an apartment for a night in New York City, I have that on my website too. But today I just want to get into a thing. I have a new topic and a new title of what you know, of a thing I want to do, and it's called Me, Myself, and Money. And it's just a little thing to tell people of how, you know, financial education and how to save your money and utilize the little bit of money you have to make more money, you know, and you know, take the little money you have or your credit to make more money. And the first thing I want to talk about really is credit, man. It's all about building up your credit, and because credit is the gateway to wealth, you know. If you build up your credit, you can use your credit to do deals and flip houses without no money, you know. So the first thing is getting your credit together. Personally, it took me a while to get my credit together. I had to learn credit. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to get your credit right without paying anybody to get your credit right, you know. All you have to do is a little research like I did. At one point, you know, my credit score was a 700 and I still couldn't get certain things, and because I had a couple of charge-offs in my account from some years ago. So what I started doing was just disputing those items, and I finally got those items off my credit. And it's so crazy because I was just about to pay somebody like $1,000 to get this off my credit. And all I did was learn how to get that stuff off my credit. And what I basically did was I confused the credit bureaus. I sent different letters or disputes to different addresses that the credit bureaus had, like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. They have like different addresses where they are located. And if you send a dispute letter to those different addresses, it'll confuse the system, because one will go in the system here, one will go in the system here, and it confuse the system. Next thing you know, they'll just remove it off your credit. So I learned something new during this quarantine that helped my credit out, you know, because at first I'm like, yo, my credit score is 685, 730, and I'm still getting denied for stuff. What's going on? And I really learned that I had some things on my credit that wasn't even being shown on like Credit Karma and stuff like that. You got to go and get your FICO scores from Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, because Credit Karma is I don't know what Credit Karma is, because they don't give you accurate credit scores. But you know, it does help with certain things. If you want to get an apartment, you know, I advise people to let them log in on Credit Karma instead of them doing an inquiry on your credit report, and that goes on your credit report that you have another inquiry, because that also affects your credit too when people see 15 or 20 inquiries on your credit, you know. So that's one thing right there. I advise everybody to build up your credit. You know, you could do a lot more with credit than you can with cash, really, nowadays. You know, if you got an 800 credit score, you can get $1 million loan, you know. Just off of that, you don't even gotta show a lot of statements and stuff like that, you know, just because you have a credit score that high. But also you have to have a good credit limit too. Like, you can't just have an 800 credit score or just $1,000 card. You gotta have $10,000 or $15,000 in credit plus your 800 credit score if you want to get more money, you know. So that's just one thing today I want to say. It's called Me, Myself, and Money, and it's about building yourself up first, man, and building up with who you are, so you can be able to invest more into real estate, you know. Because wholesaling is cool, you know, and you can flip properties, it's this and that, but after a while you want to really get into investing into real estate and buying some real estate where you can get passive income every month, you know. And that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. I didn't flip a lot of stuff. Now I'm trying to find stuff to buy and hold, you know, because getting passive income in every month, you know, is a good thing. Like right now I have an Airbnb And that's great passive income every month. You know, it makes me $2,000 or $3,000 a month just off a 1-bedroom apartment, you know. So now I'm thinking about, look, let me go and get a piece of property, and then I'll put an Airbnb in that, you know, or put some tenants in it, whatever is the best situation, you know, for that property. But you know, that's just a little thing I want to say today about me, myself, and money, is just really investing into yourself and investing into your credit, and save your money to invest into more things, you know. You know, so that's one of the things you can do is, you know, you fix your credit, or, you know, invest into an Airbnb where you get some passive income in every month. Doesn't cost that much to start up one. You know, if you got a good $3,000 or $4,000, you start up one of those, get some passive income. Also, I have a hat line right here. It's called Gym Headwear. You know, that's another thing I do that brings me more passive income. You can check it out on Instagram at Gym Headwear, GEM Headwear on Instagram. You see all the things I do, but it's all about having multiple streams of income, you know, and starting off with that. If you want to be very successful at that, is make sure you have the decent amount of credit to invest into your different ventures that you want to do, you know. So I just giving you the first video today of me, myself, and money, and how to invest your credit or your time into making more money. That's getting your credit right, start an Airbnb, get a piece of property where you can get passive income in, you know. But it all starts with credit. Get your credit right first. If your credit's not right, start disputing things. Get it off your credit. It's not that hard. Especially if it's something on your credit for more than 6 years, you definitely can get it off your credit. You know, dispute it yourself. Don't pay these people no monthly fees to get your credit off. It's just, you know, they just waste time and take your money when you can do it yourself. So just a little tip of the day on what to do or how to start getting yourself right, and it all starts from credit. All right, this is me, myself, and money. Check out my next video next week. I will have another one definitely for you with more knowledge on what to do with yourself and your money and your credit. Peace.